What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shape that uses both corners and curves to demonstrate how the pen tool works. The pen tool is, I'd say, the heart of Illustrator. It is really the most powerful tool. It's how you create paths that are both accurate and complex very quickly. The pen tool resides in the toolbox on the left, and it shares a toolbox location with the add anchor point tool, which we used last class, and the convert anchor point tool, which we used last class, right? Pen tool is on top of that. Keyboard shortcut is the letter P, okay? And I also want to point out that when you're using the pen tool, there's a number of different sort of mouse pointer icons that you should be aware of. You should always be looking at our mouse pointer all the time when you're using your computer, right? Because it tells you what the next click is going to do, but especially here in Illustrator. So this mouse pointer right now is showing me this pen tool with like a little asterisk, right? This is telling me that I'm going to start a new path if I make a click. Okay. And once I click that, see how I laid down an anchor point and that asterisk went away? This is telling me now I'm working on a path. Now, if I just click, I'm going to get a straight line from one anchor point to the next. These are corner anchor points I'm laying down. Now we can alter them later, right? I'm going to talk about just corner anchor points. So make a shape that's all angles, like a building, right? We could just sort of keep clicking around and then end up back in the first place we began. You always want to close your path. We're going to talk about unclosed paths too today, but really, in general, you want to close your path. It makes things simpler, better, sort of, especially when you're at the end points of sort of distributing your material. Close your path. You know you're closing your path with your pen tool when the pen tool icon is showing a little zero or circle, right? It's connecting. The circle's connecting. And when you connect your path, that's it. Now I'm going to be starting a new path, right? Look at my mouse pointer. It now has that little asterisk, new path. Okay. If I mouse over a current path, what does my mouse pointer hint at what it's going to do now? Maybe remember this icon? I've seen it before. Add an anchor point, absolutely. On the fly, I could add an anchor point to my current path with my pen tool. It's just another function of it. But now what do you think this is going to do? Yeah, I'm mousing over an existing anchor point with the pen tool. The pen tool is kind of a multi-function tool. It encompasses a couple of tools depending on what you're pointing at. Okay? So, corner anchor points are made by just clicking. Clicking and dragging lays down a curve. Clicking and dragging pulls a handle out of my anchor point. Remember the handles? So here, let's say I want to make a curve. Instead of going straight like this, I want to curve up. So let's say, I want to curve up. I'm clicking and dragging. See, I'm pulling my handles out. And now, if I click, look, my curve veered up towards that handle. And now maybe I want it to curve a little more. And let's say I want it to curve that way. So now I'm making this sort of curvy shape, right? The shape I want you to make, actually, is a combination shape. And I will, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it in Illustrator, and then I'm going to raise the board and just marker on the board what each clip is supposed to be. Okay, so let me just do this, zoom out here, zoom in here, and okay, so using the pen tool, what we're going to do is create this shape. We're going to start in this corner right here, and we're going to sort of make a straight side first, and then we're going to make a curve, and then we're going to make another straight side, and then we're going to make another straight side, and then a curve, and then a corner, and then a curve. And I'm going fix this up in just a second. That's pretty disastrous. And now I'm going to, as I said, fix this so it's more like a square with circles poking out by using my direct selection tool, which we used last class. And here I am, sort of fixing it up so that it's a little more even everywhere. It's fine. And what I want you to be aware of is how do I erase this thing? Oh, how the pen tool creates both corner anchor points and curved anchor points. That's the point of this first exercise. The way we make a corner anchor point is by clicking. So first thing you do is you click here, right? Oh, it's left the board. Can't do this. Sorry, hold on. That's better. Okay. So what we're going to do is click, and then click,
Okay.
and then here we click and drag. Click. And then okay, everybody please do this now.